Okay, YouTube, a little while ago, I don't know, maybe like a month or something, someone asked me to do steer tires on an RC5500, and today is that day. Alright, so the first step of this job, we gotta get it jacked up. Now the secret to this is, it is really hard to get these dust caps out. So what I do is, you can see here, I drill a hole in them, I drill a hole in the dust cap. Then I use this little tool, you can get it at Harbor Freight. It's got a little hook on the end. You can stick that in there. I've already done this one several times. I will replace the covers after a few times, but now the key is to make these survive a long time though is to fill them up with grease when you put the wheel back on. And that way no moisture can really get in there from the outside if they run through a puddle or something. It'll just work out better. And I know there's gonna be somebody out there who's like, that's not gonna work. Dude, I've changed these wheels out like, this rental truck has been in this facility for probably 4 years, and I change these steer tires probably once a year or so, and it's still on the original cone bearings, so you just fill it up with grease. I mean, look how much grease is in here. Fill it up with grease, it's fine. This cap is actually full of grease. So that's that. I'm gonna actually wipe this nut off here, this castle nut. And then I use this is a 41 millimeter socket for these. Okay, that. Let's see if it'll come off. Nah, it's okay. All right, so that's one. One thing I do always use a new one of though is cotter pins. You don't want to reuse those, they're so cheap. Alright, I'm gonna need a socket for this one. Okay, that's two. Alright. Now, let's go press them. though the carburetor and everything else decided to fail right now, of course. Because I got the video camera out. I don't know if I have a good ground because modern vehicles have the batteries in weird places. Trying to figure out what happened here. Okay, YouTube, I hope you saw that, because that is what happens when you turn the camera on. Okay. So, normally this job is a whole lot easier, and if you have had your tires pressed at your shop or wherever, this is a whole lot easier, obviously, because you don't have to do that part. Okay, I guess we're playing this game today. We're gonna play the equipment doesn't work game today. Alright. Put that on there. And if we put this on here, it should. See how it holds there? And that's because I have the truck jacked up high enough for the tire to stay on there on its own without me having to worry about it. And then what's nice is you put your washers on, like so. Oh, come on, don't make me a liar. Like so. I'll throw a little extra grease in that. I can still smell gas from that press. I think the main jet in the float bowl or whatever is like totally leaking because it's like leaking out everywhere. So I had to pinch off the fuel line. That sucks. That was unexpected. So later today I'm supposed to be putting my lift in at the shop, and it is hot out here today, so I will be pressing the down button on the temperature all the way. Alright. Now that. And there. And then what you do is you come in this hole and you just start pumping it. There we go. Now she's full. There. It didn't take a lot because I've pumped that cap full of grease so many times. Get to the back of the bearing. There we go. Okay. Put it inside. Still smell gas. It's really annoying me. So I guess that means I'll need I'll probably just replace the carburetor with something made from China. It only lasts like a month. right, so, well, had a few snags there with the press carb failing and the battery failing at the same time, but we got through it. We got the tires pressed, and that's how you do that, YouTube. Actually, that's how you don't do that. Don't do that. Just